Welcome everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on how Python programming works. This is the first slide, so I want to give you a quick overview of what we'll cover. We'll start with a step-by-step explanation of Python, helping you understand how it all comes together. So, let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of Python programming. Let's talk about Python. Python is a high-level interpreted programming language. That means it's designed to be easy for humans to read and write, and it doesn't need to be compiled before running. One of the reasons Python is so popular is because of its simplicity and readability, making it accessible even for beginners. It's incredibly versatile and is used in many different fields, including web development, data science, artificial intelligence, and automation. This flexibility is a key reason why Python has become one of the most widely adopted languages today. Understanding Python's core features and applications will help us see how it fits into the broader landscape of programming and technology. Let's walk through how Python works behind the scenes. First, you write your code in a Py file, which is just a plain text file containing your Python instructions. When you run that file, the Python interpreter steps in. It reads your code line by line, making sure it understands each instruction. Next, Python doesn't execute the code directly. Instead, it compiles it into something called bytecode. Think of this as a more optimized, intermediate form of your code that's easier for Python to work with. Then, this bytecode is handed over to the Python virtual machine, or PVM, which is basically the engine that executes the bytecode. It processes the instructions and performs the actions you've specified. Finally, the output appears, whether that's a print statement, a calculation result, or some other output. Understanding this process helps you see how Python turns your simple code into the results you see, connecting the development phase to the execution phase seamlessly. Let's walk through the execution flow of Python. First, when you write your code in a Py file, that's your source code. Then this source code is compiled into bytecode, which is stored in a PIC file. This compilation step helps Python run your code more efficiently. Next, the bytecode is sent to the Python virtual machine, or PVM. The PVM acts as the interpreter, executing the instructions contained in the bytecode. As it processes these instructions, it produces the output you see, whether that's displaying something on the screen, calculating a value, or performing any other operation. Understanding this flow is key because it shows how Python transforms your code from a simple script into actions performed by the machine, highlighting the efficiency and flexibility of Python's execution model. Let's take a look at a simple Python example. Here, we have the code print hello world. What this does is pretty straightforward. The interpreter first reads this line of code, understanding what it's supposed to do. Then it converts this into a form called bytecode, which is a lower-level, more efficient version that the machine can understand. Finally, the Python virtual machine, or PVM, executes this bytecode, which results in printing hello world on the screen. This process highlights how Python simplifies coding for us, writing human-readable code that the interpreter handles behind the scenes to make things happen seamlessly. So, in conclusion, Python operates on an interpreter system, which means that it translates and executes code dynamically rather than compiling everything beforehand. This process involves converting your high-level code into bytecode, a sort of intermediate language, which is then executed by the Python virtual machine, or PVM. This setup makes Python quite flexible and platform-independent. One of the reasons Python is so popular is that it's very easy to learn, even for beginners, thanks to its straightforward syntax. At the same time, it's incredibly powerful, capable of handling complex tasks and large projects. And because of its versatility and widespread adoption, you'll find Python used in many industries, from web development to data science and beyond. Overall, Python's design and execution model contributes significantly to its success as a programming language, making it accessible and efficient for a broad range of users and applications.